All right, boys, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're on the market. We're on the market. It's 9:31, a little bit late to the charts. I'm about to show you guys a little bit of live trading, how I've been trading recently. Should be a pretty up session. So what I'm checking out, right? First thing I always do on the 1 hour chart, I'm making sure where's our higher time frame draws, right? And also, is the 1 hour chart clean? Because if it's not clean, I'm not even trading the day. Yeah, that's my filtering, bro. That's how aggressive I go with filtering because I realize that's where I take the most losses in my trading, right? So what I'm looking at right now is this kind of new week open gap right here. This definitely could be the draw for the day. We haven't even filled it, so I would definitely like to see this get filled today. We actually did tap it, but here on NASDAQ, by the way, we're also paper trading today, bro. We don't have the account, so we're literally just here for the fun. We're literally just here for the giggles, bro, at this point. So I'm watching market. NASDAQ kind of manipulates, starts to push lower. Yes, it's still pushing lower. If we were to get some kind of run higher and then a little push lower, that could be a nice continuation model to start off the morning, start off the week. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna start posting again, doing a little bit more kind of psychology content maybe, and just kind of life content, right? Starting to see myself as less than just like a trader, more as like a man growing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really fitting to show online, and 100% can be used for some people to find a little bit of emphasis with and just gain some motivation from. So yeah. All right, so we're taking this low now. Still looking for price to give me a little bit more. NASDAQ is starting to really dump. ES kind of staying exactly where it is. I want to see a push higher here. If this 3 minute wants to open up and then get used, absolutely no problem with that. Absolutely none. Brother, so we took the low. We're rebouncing now into our new week open gap. That's my A plus strong liquidity, so I'm much less likely to want to take a trade now. I really wish I could have got involved between somewhere around here and here. I just didn't get my entry signature, so kind of sucks, but you have to set out some trades sometimes. So now we have NQ, super big SMT placed in. I would consider taking longs if we can really get a big displacement past all these fair value gaps right here. I don't really mind longs then, but shorts are pretty much off the table for me right now. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to wait a little bit further. I definitely do think we could start to run higher, especially how bullish we've been. We're now making internal soup right here with an SMT into that new week open gap, just a point of an imbalance. Now we definitely do look like we could want to start rotating back higher. Shorts are tempting, right? If we can come back up and then push lower, they're very tempting just because we could go lower, but it's just a lower quality setup, and I'm not a gambler, so I'm gonna have to sit out of it. If this can really start to get some movement, close past these, definitely would be interested in taking a long. Still just trying to figure out how I want to take it, right? I could take the 5 minute inversion, no problem in that at all. Literally just something like this. Stop right here, looking for a 1-to-1. That 100% could print, no problem with that. But the other way I could take it is to wait for lower time frame confirmation. I need to see some kind of inverse or strong candle close right here. Then we can take the long. I'm pretty much looking at smacking that 5 minute inverse, by the way. So we have 4 minutes on this candle. I would definitely like to see this push. Bro, it's actually fire having a trading group chat with your boys. Everybody just hops on and like says what they're feeling in the market, and then we just talk about it. But it's 100% W if you're wanting to actually pursue success and do it with a group of friends, bro. Like get a group of friends that wants to become traders and make a group chat, bro. Like why not? This is moving a little bit too fast right now. I might have to. I'm probably gonna wait for an entry here. It's always better to wait in my experience. Boys, we might be cooked. So I think today was one of those days. Hella strong delivery. We hit both draws without even any kind of entry. So yeah, let's see if there's any extended draw to the upside here. I mean, we could look for further longs, but I really need to see displacement, and I'm just not too sure. Yeah, this is actually a pretty clean bit of price action in the first 13 minutes of open. And so one of my boys just took this trade. He's literally looking at the exact same thing, exact same minds, bro. It's awesome stuff. He took it after this candle closure with the stop somewhere around here, but he took it kind of not waiting for the 5 minute inverse, which it brings up a question. What I did was definitely safer, but it's also just kind of like can do whatever you want here. If you have conviction with the long, which I definitely think SMT was huge, price action was pushing, you definitely could have taken this, no problem about it. So we're literally just rushing to this draw right now. I'd love to get some type of entry, but it's probably Sure that we're not going to get anything because it's the way price action is moving right now. Way too strong, way too fluent. This has honestly been a W day of action, but just been no entries. I think the one trade was what my boy took, somewhere around here. 1-to-1, super strong candle push. I like this entry right here because it's pretty obvious. Like we're closing, I think on the 3-minute chart, this works out too. This would be a 3-minute inversion. I just wanted to wait for the 5-minute. I did not think we were gonna run that hard. But yeah, overall, this is honestly a W day price action. I don't think I did anything wrong to sit out, not take that trade. Let's wait and see if this jar gets taken or if we can set up entry. I would want to see price run it back to this fair value gap right here, and then from there we can take a trade. That would be the ideal scenario. So let's see what goes down. Yeah, so one of my boys just asked a pretty good question. He said, why do you not care there's an SMT right here at the draw and you're still looking for longs? It's because right here, if you understand kind of what price really did, we first manipulated these lows and then we started to bounce, right? So if we manipulate these lows and then bounced, this internal high doesn't matter because the full market maker model, well, I'm going back, look, I'm really drawing out market maker models. Right here, the full model is this. So we don't really need to care about any of the internal highs because we're expecting this to get taken because this is the draw right here. You know what I'm saying? Another fire question from my brethren. He said, why do we not care about an SMT on these two highs? If we check these two indexes out, there's an SMT, I believe, on one of these two here. And he said, why don't we care about that? Because this is a previous AMD cycle, right? So what we know the market does, and I'll just draw a little bit of a model right here. Market will push, make an SMT, something like this, right? Your SMT would be right around here. Then you get displacement lower, we'll rebalance, and then we'll run, right? So now, what do we do, right? When the market maker model flips and we come into some kind of low that's sitting right about here, I gotta trace this back. When we come into some kind of low, right? What we're gonna do is we're once again gonna manipulate, and then what does all of these highs become? Those have all just become low resistance liquidity for us to go chase, right? So now we're gonna run higher and run towards this draw right here. But keep in mind that this SMT all the way up here doesn't matter anymore. It's just a super small thing, right? As a good rule of thumb, if it's really small and insignificant compared to the bigger time frame model, we probably don't care about it. So what is going on here? So SMT is placed in now. So watch this, right? Like we said, I don't really care about the SMT. I still don't care about it, but I want to see what the market does to react off of it, right? Because I might think we don't care about it, and if the market reacts off of it hard, I am going to care about it because the market cares about it, right? So I'm trying to figure out if this is just a fake, and we're not actually going to run lower, or, you know, what's the deal? Because ES could 100% still go and fill the whole new week open gap. But I think the market just been so bullish recently, we probably want to get a little bit more of a distribution phase on the bigger time frame rather than just clumping up again for a couple days like we did here. So also I'm just hoping we don't clump up because that's when we get the worst PA. So right now I'm waiting for a strong candle closure here or an inverse, one of the two. And I'm kind of going to be aggressive with how I take this trade because this is exactly what I want to see, right? I want to see a rebalance into, most likely I would like to see this 5-minute. Did we tap that? I think we did tap that. Low 879, 879.1. So yeah. We did tap this, like barely. If we can get that inverse right here, this is bread printing. All right, this looks pretty fire. Let's go ahead and paper trade it because I don't have an account right now. Jeez, boys. Let's see if we can get that closure, brother. Just waiting to see what the market does. If we don't inverse this, there's no trade, and we just say, yeah, okay, maybe the market wants to wait a little bit. So yeah, now we're running lower. Let's see what the market wants to do. Big push to the downside. Do we want to take shorts or are we rebalancing? This is kind of one of those moments where this 5-minute and this whole narrative is going to make me say no matter how good shorts look on ES right now, I'm not going to take them. I would way rather take a long here on NQ, 100% rather take a long instead of taking a short here on ES, no matter how good it looks, because the narrative is not here for ES to take a short. Only thing we did here was just take some type of internal high and place an SMT, and now we're running lower. This is like either can play, but the higher probability side is definitely NQ. Bro, it's a beautiful summer. We're staying in, we're trading, we're reading the Bible. This is a fire summer so far, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit in. I'm gonna be vlogging a little bit for you guys and pretty much just trying to deliver some like educational content for a lot of young other motivated people like myself, because I'm an FBLA state officer. It's this huge like Arizona, or it's every single American state, but it's this high school business organization, and I'm a state officer, so I'm one of the higher ups, right? I'm planning to deliver a ton of educational content from a lot of the people that are young and are entrepreneurs in business, all that kind of stuff. Where's my camera? So yeah, I want to make sure that you guys have the same access to that kind of content, and you can understand like what are they doing, am I behind, but more so what lessons can I take from them. So it's gonna be a dope summer just delivering content. I'm super pumped for it, I'm not gonna lie, but I need to see a little bit of movement here, yo. So we're looking pretty bullish, but I just want to see more, right? I don't love this closure. We could just completely flip on us like we did in that previous candle there. So once again, waiting for this inversion. Right there. All right, we're money in the trade. Please stay. All right. Kind of sucks, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Add fill on this one. Targeting the 500 here, the 1-to-1. So I'm not gonna go break even once we take this high, because I don't think we're gonna flip after taking this high. I want to go break even once we take this high right here. So this is the situation we're sitting at. Really, really bad fill on this. I wish the market could have blessed us up a little bit harder, but this is what we're sitting at. So pretty much super high probability that the market will take this high, and then from there, once we take the high, we should take the draw right here. I can't really see the world where the market won't take the draw, but we're about to find out in a couple of minutes here. ES looks a little bit less bullish, and I think that once we take the high in NQ, we'll put in an SMT. But if narrative is to go higher, we're still going to run. So we're positioning ourselves as the most advantageous spot in the market right now. And instead of choosing not to trade, we're choosing to trade because the higher time frame structure is pretty clear right now. We sitting in the trade. So we came back, filled this little boy right here. Get a little bit of a push. Okay, we take this internal high. I want to see this high get taken, and then we're going to break even. I think that's the high right there. Almost, yeah. All right, so now we're break even on the position. I really want to see us push. If we're not going to push, then there's no real way to, nothing we can do. I want to see us push higher. If we don't push, we're getting break even on this. It just kind of sucks. We could set the stop loss to be somewhere, what is going on now? To be somewhere around here, which is where the inversion actually was, which I'm actually going to do that, right? So we're giving ourselves a little bit more room because I like the position. That's like, this is a high ROI move, right? If I get stopped out, I lose $80, but I prevent the possibility of a stop raid. So we're going to see how this goes. And a lot of times the market will stop raid this strategy and then run. So thoughts on this playing? I don't know, squad. What do we think? It's kind of a buns position. We're break even after we get that initial stop raid. Volatility's not there, boys. Thoughts on the posi? We might get break even. Don't break even me, please. Please, price action. Yeah, boys, this is trading. It's glamorous. Y'all want to watch some live trading? We're here. Oh, that push. That push just made my day. If we can bake this 1-to-1, then NASDAQ's my dad. If we can make this 1-to-1, then NASDAQ's my dad, period. Let's go, NASDAQ. Let's go, NASDAQ. Let's go. Come on, baby, I'm ready. Let's go, tap me in. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see that push. Push it, NASDAQ. Let's go. NASDAQ, I love you. NASDAQ, I love you. NASDAQ, I love you. NASDAQ, I love you. NASDAQ. Or NASDAQ, please. Yo, Thrax pack. Gas pack. Gas snack. Why is ES, the weaker one, actually moving and NASDAQ's just sitting there like a little chud? Please go. Please go. What? ES is moving higher and NASDAQ's chudding. NASDAQ, I don't love you. NASDAQ, I don't love you. NASDAQ, you broke my heart. You broke my heart. Tell me, am I good? That's a break even, fellas. We're out. We're out. We're out the trade, bro. We are out the trade. No matter if it goes or not, we're out the trade. It sucks because this is obviously like the correct order flow. Price should continue, but you know, price just wants to break even us out. L a day, bro, because we see price running so much, looking beautiful. The second we hop in, it starts to slow down. That's what sucks, but it is just the reality of trading. I do think the best position was. I don't think this position is bad at all. I think this is like an A+ trade for me. Um, this would have banged too if you took this out to 3 minute. I think this is beautiful. Absolutely no problem with this. I love this trade to death. I think this is great. Even you can hold it to here. That looks great. I will catch y'all in the next video. And watch out for those interviews with the motivated high schoolers. I'm going to drop a ton of game with you guys there. So thank y'all for coming and peace out.